Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Bird Zidell. With me, as always, my boys are in the building. My main man, Dr. Scholes, Big Money Rosado, and Moneyline Welsh is on his way. He's running late, stuck in traffic, so he'll be here shortly. Got a couple announcements. One, major comedy show coming up this Saturday, Comtra Theater. We rearranged some things because I had a lot of questions asking. So I'm bringing in a friend of mine, Jeff Fieldhouse. He's a funny comic. He's gonna host. So I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna do like a regular set. So I'm not. People were confused, like, why are you? So make it easy. I'm doing a regular set along with Mike Travers, Samantha Bentley's Hent Lighting. If you haven't seen either of them, they're both hilarious. Also, our comedy show next week. On next Wednesday is the one at 12 Whiskey Barbecue. Matt Light's going to be headlining that one. I'm going to be there, Joey Welsh. I think we're going to get Sciulli up on stage to tell a joke or two. That show's going to be nuts. If you need tickets for the Comtra show, they're available online, comtratheater.com. You can find it, Google it, it pops right up. We're the show that's April 9th. Then if you need tickets for 12 Whiskey Barbecue, you can do one of two things, which a lot of people did reach out to me on social media, asked for me to hold them tickets, sent me the Venmo. That's fine. I'm totally cool with that. That makes it very easy. Also, 12 Whiskey Barbecue has some of the physical tickets too. I have physical tickets, but it makes it easier just to call me. I hold them. You Venmo me. But if you're down at 12, you want to pick up some tickets, go ahead and pick them up. Also, thanks to everybody that took time to nominate us in Pittsburgh Magazine's Best Of. We got nominated for the third straight year. I think this year we have to win. I know Jack feels differently than me, said it's a stupid contest, which it is, but I want to win this year, and I'm not kidding. So everybody please fucking vote, share it, vote. We're still tallying. I think we have one more week left on the $100 giveaway, keeping track of who's sharing our stuff on social media. So that $100 giveaway, what it is, if you share our stuff on social media, you tag Greenfield's Finest Podcast, you get an entry in for the $100 giveaway. If you share two things, you get two entries. So the more you share, the more entries you get. Next week, I will announce the winner, and I promise you, I will Venmo you or PayPal you that $100 during the show. You have my word on it. I think I got all the announcements out of the way. It's time to start the show. Big weekend for Z-Bird. Had some comedy shows. Went over to Jay Goff's, which is basically in Upper St. Hazelwood. It's like across the street from Giant Eagle. Totally different than the Coop. You used to be able to go in the Coop, buy some shitty beer, heroin,
play on the poker machines.
Play on the poker machines. Not anymore.
They remodeled it. It's nice.
Yeah, they got rid of all the heroin addicts, all the poker.
They get rid of the pool table.
The pool table. And they got fucking paper straws, so people can't even blow gaggers. I'm like, dude, this is not.
What is going on?
Yeah, you can't even do coke here because you can't. How many beaks are hitting these bills these days, spreading COVID still? So everyone needs their own straw. I was very disappointed when they had paper straws because I knew some of the patrons there, and I know they like to party. So I was like, dude, I felt bad for them. But overall, that show went great. It was just funny because, like, a dude who ran the show, Wolfie, Joey was there, buddy Don Orner, this guy Wolfie, he ran the show, and he ordered a shot, and they had, like, high-end bourbon. And he spent $26 on this shot. And I'm like, dude.
It was $26 for one shot?
For one shot of this certain bourbon. So I'm like, dude, the only thing people spend $26 on in a bar in Greenfield is cocaine.
Absolutely.
I've never seen a $26 drink.
I guarantee they're the only bar that has a $26 shot in Greenfield.
I would say them.
What kind of bourbon
maybe
was
hops.
this? Was this like
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, it got to be some good shit, but I guess Jay Guff's is like a whiskey bar. They specialize in all that
So
shit.
he just went. Did he know? He had to know he was getting the most.
He was there and he was
expensive.
like in the mood. And
He wasn't like, give me a shot of Crown. He was like, give me some.
He was like, what's the
Pappy
best?
Van Winkle.
Yeah, Pappy Van Winkle or something.
He was like, what's the best stuff you got? And I think some was more expensive. I think this was actually a little bit less. But he was like, oh, let me try a shot of the good stuff. And he was like, I mean, he was nursing it. Like, he didn't suck that motherfucker down. He put a cube in it.
You got to savor that motherfucker.
Yeah, but there was thanks to everybody that came out. Really, like, it was so cool because there was like people there that knew about the podcast that I haven't like really like I didn't know that great, and they like know us from the podcast. So that was super cool. Saturday I actually did a show. Best way, okay, I can explain it without like getting into details because it's an anonymous program. You're not really supposed to talk about things. It was an East Coast young people's recovery convention. I could say that. And a big shout out to my buddy Troy Schaefer, who's a sponsor on the show, for getting me like really getting me this gig to headline this. It was a fucking amazing experience. So it was down the Westin, and Bieber was staying there that night too.
Yeah.
So I go down to Weston, I get there early, and fucking there's like just people everywhere, but no one's in the comedy room. So I'm freaking out, like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, the comedy show, like, you'd think there'd be one person in there. There's none. But by the time the show started, they did a great job, filled the room. I think I could be off on this. I feel like there was 225 or 250 people, but every chair was filled. And there was people standing watching it. That's how.
That's awesome.
And Matt came down and did it with me. Met a new guy from New Jersey. Maybe doing some more stuff with him in the future. Mike was funny was his name. Cool dude. But I'll tell you what, like, dude, out of any comedy show that I've done up to this point in my life, that was probably the best performance I ever did. And dude, when I got off stage, I felt like a fucking. I felt something. Like,
yeah,
I'm like, dude,
you knew you slayed it, huh?
I'm not, and I don't post shit like that. Like, I crushed.
Yeah.
But this one, I think I nailed it. And, dude, it was so much fun. It was funny being down at this place with Matt. Matt's not an alcoholic, or he's not in recovery or anything like that.
Yeah. He's not in recovery.
Yeah. And I was like taking him around. He's like, what the fuck is going on there? I'm like, dude, they're having a dance. And he was like, he made a valid point. Like, I've never seen white people dance without drinking. You know what I mean? I was like, this is why. And you walked in, and I'm not saying there wasn't chicks there. I'm not saying it was super fun. And like, if you're in that like realm of recovery, it was a fucking amazing convention. They had so much shit going on for these people. If anyone would like to reach out and ask me more personal questions, I would. I'll tell you anything you want to know about the recovery aspect. I just like, you're not really supposed to talk, like,
right.
Because I'm not bigger than the program, but made some connections that might actually have something lined up next year to go do the next one. And I think I might have found my wheelhouse, boys.
Recovery jokes.
Well, that's me.
That's your niche.
And they like the butthole finger jokes, the boofing, the everything. They could relate to it, like the smoking the little pieces of deodorant off the floor. They just like they lived my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very relatable.
Yeah, they were like I'll say that to someone else, like, yeah, dude, I smoked deodorant one time, and like, I thought it was crack, and then ended up smoking more. Because I thought that was crack. I didn't want to give up.
Yeah,
I'm not a quitter, so I think I smoked like a half a stick of deodorant one time, but
a stick of speed stick.
Yeah, no, speed stick's blue. I knew it was. It was Dove, dude.
What the antiperspirant?
Yeah, dude. It wasn't the spray bottle.
Wasn't the gel? Yeah,
you were huffing it.
I was boofing it. I was just blowing it right up my fucking gooch. But so that fucking really, like, that was just fucking an awesome weekend. I had so much fun down there. There's so many strange people downtown.
It's a different world,
dude. So many. I don't even know how I describe what the fuck is going on downtown Pittsburgh on a Saturday night at 10. When I left the show at 12:30, I left. I'm like, what's going on down here? And I get it. There was a Bieber concert. There was younger people trying to escape the insanity. There was like so many people down there, like, with cardboard signs. Like, they must have like a concert schedule, like Bieber's.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
They were over there, and they were saying, I seen a dude that had a sign that said Bieber fever, and he was like probably 65 years old, had a beard and one eye. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I think you got fucking scarlet fever, dude. You old fuck. I'm like, what the fuck is, like, I don't think, and like, it was just nuts to me. I was kind of blown away by, there was way more homeless people downtown this Saturday than I've seen down there, and I worked down there for a couple years, in years. You know what I mean? So that was pretty nuts. What did you guys get into this weekend?
Me, I didn't do anything, man. I worked on Saturday.
It's kind of hard to follow it up, Z-Bird. Nothing major,
fuck.
bud.
Nobody laughed at
major.
any of my jokes, I'll tell you that.
I did hang out with Rosada for a little bit. I went over.
We worked Saturday. My brother-in-law, we got together for the Final Four games, drank a few pops. Z-Bird dropped me off and then did his show and then came in to rescue me. So I didn't,
that's nice.
So I didn't have too bad of a Sunday.
Dude, Rosado is my best friend. I couldn't leave him there all. You know what I mean? He'll start drinking them beers. I don't want him to end up drinking 30 beers. He had a party the next day. He made it a point, like, dude, I don't.
That's a good friend there.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to be drinking beers all night.
Yeah, it was either 12:30 when he picked me up or like 7 a.m.
That's how it goes.
Then I would have wanted to blow my brains out the next day, and like I'd have been at the recovery show next year as like a member.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm John. I'm an uncle. Like, welcome, new guy, John. Yeah,
get me out there 12:30. I don't feel too bad
but
about
that's
myself.
the thing, dude. It turns into like the fucking Twilight Zone. After 12:30, it's like boom, up. It's 4:30, 5 o'clock. Now you're like,
Here's some weird
holy
conversation.
fuck. And then you look around, it's just you and just like two weird people.
dude. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I started
Dude,
off.
one time I tried to help Sciulli and get him out of there. And I said, dude, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Do you need a ride home? And he's like, no, dude, no, I'm good. So this idiot ends up like talking to this one dude who's also from Greenfield, lets that dude walk out the door. And then Sciulli proceeds to walk home from Southside to Greenfield.
Yeah, like 6 in the
And
morning.
then told his whole family
John
that
left
I
me.
left him.
I remember this.
And then I went to his sister's wedding like the next week, and his mom came up and like smacked me in the face. I was like, I told your son I was leaving. Does he need a ride? And then he let the dude from Greenfield leave and not give him a ride either. Your son's an idiot.
Yeah.
But then, then
Well, no, you know what? I don't think I even let him leave. I think like I was in a conversation. I went and took a piss, and like it's daylight outside. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck am I still doing here? And then I just fucking started walking, dude.
Sometimes the partying gets the best of us.
Yeah. Rosa called Johanna the next morning. Johanna like woke me up yelling at me like what a terrible person.
Nobody
Person
liked
I
John
am.
for a week.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? He's an idiot.
Yeah, that's so funny thinking about it. Like they were like, sure, like Anthony would never stay out all night and drink if John wouldn't have left him there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Like, what
Sciulli,
kind of friend is he?
Sciulli's motoring back to Greenfield
dude.
like this. He's
And
having
Sciulli,
crazy
he's good,
thoughts.
right?
I walked
You want to
out-
ride? No. You're here with this dude. He lives next door to you.
What is that? The Kerry Furnace Trail, dude. I was walking down that motherfucker, like huffing it, sweating like
Well,
a
dude,
pig.
yeah, Greenfield doesn't seem that far away from Southside when you're partying.
No.
But once you start going, dude, it turns into a
gets
couple
there.
hours.
It gets there.
Sciulli, on that walk, Sciulli came up with 7 inventions but couldn't remember any of them.
Yeah, right. Fucking lost the paper and shit.
Yeah. She'll be like, it's great if there's something that had like wheels and you can get around on. I didn't have to do all this walking. Came home like he invented the car. Dude, so anyway, Jack's running late, will not be here tonight. Moneyline Welsh is in concussion
What
protocol.
happened?
So here's what happened. I'm talking to Jack yesterday. He gives me the rundown. Friday, he's over working at his spot, and they're working on the mobile axe thing. And he's on a ladder for some reason, falls off the ladder, and cracks his fucking coconut. So I'm like, oh, shit. He's telling me about it. He's like, yeah. He's like, my head still hurts, and like, I haven't been feeling too good. And I'm like, well, dude, you don't, did you go to the doctors or hospital? I don't know. And he was like, it's like a stubbed toe when you go there. There's nothing they can do for concussion. So I was just like, oh, okay. Well, then like today, it got progressively, I guess, not better. And he finally went in and went to the ER. They checked that. Good news for Jack, his brain isn't bleeding, but his skull isn't cracked. So we got that.
You just got to add klutz to his resume.
Yeah, we're like, so everyone keep our.
What's going on over there, Lumberjacks? You have somebody holding the ladder for him?
You know, DC's probably on his phone trying to come up with the next.
I hope
big great
Osha's not
idea.
listening to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, DC's over there, and I mean, a real friend would have held the ladder. I don't know. DC just kind of like let Jack go.
He didn't drop the ball. He dropped the ladder.
Yeah, I'm sure DC was supposed to be holding that ladder. And in all reality, like, we don't know if DC has like a deep-seated resentment against Jack.
You think he's trying to kill Jack?
He might be trying to. Jack,
Take him out of the picture.
That's Jack. Whatever percentage he has would go back to DC. So DC's like, this is my chance. Kicks Jack off the ladder.
Kicks the ladder off from underneath him.
Right.
Drops an elbow.
Jack's laid up in the hospital now. DC's probably making a Facebook post like prayers for Jack. But meanwhile, he's a motherfucker to try to take him out.
Jack can't catch a break, dude. He's been in the hospital.
More than he's been out.
Well, yeah, man. Fuck. Get well, Jack.
Yeah,
Hope you feel better, buddy.
He'll be back next week. He also said, let everybody know that the Shy Girls will be down at the comedy show on Wednesday. Let all the fellas know.
That's tomorrow?
No, that's next Wednesday. That's next Wednesday, the 13th, everybody.
The 13th.
So, yeah, not tomorrow. That's going to be the 13th. I'm pretty sure I made sure to put it on the flyer. This one is this is a good Rosado topic. Me too, but Rosado's smarter with this than I am. Tiger's playing the Masters, and not only that, my man Tiger's saying he can win.
Dude, for somebody who got their leg destroyed in a bad car accident, dude, he's like ripped. He's in like great shape. I don't know what the hell they have him on or what they gave him to recover. But
Steroids.
Baby fetus. It's a stem cell. They are just shooting fetuses right into his leg, and there's like little baby feet. He has like probably
his hair's growing back and shit.
He has definitely stem cells.
Yeah.
They're like he's like 7 fetuses deep. You know what I mean? Did you ever, that's like the one. Did you ever see the one South Park where Superman, like how he ended up getting paralyzed, and like he was big on stem cells, and he was just like eating fetuses until he could and then like he ran out of fetuses and he lost all of his strength. But like so, going in.
That's what we need to do. Get Jack some fetuses.
Yeah, there you go, Jack. Get you some fetus juice. Well, so result going back to the Tiger thing. Where do you put him in that? Like, because I know you can't count Tiger.
I mean, as far as winning,
yeah, sure.
I mean, he always got a chance. He's Tiger Woods, but I mean, the fact he's playing, I think, is like
the amazing part.
Amazing part, dude.
Okay.
His leg was broken in like fucking 4. Like, dude, people weren't even sure if he was gonna walk again.
And there's a ton of walking. Am I right?
He can't.
It's
You
all
can't
walking.
use
Yeah.
a cart.
Yeah.
That was like the big thing. That's why he played the practice rounds to see if he could like
hold up to it.
Yeah, because dude, you're talking like if he makes the cut, 4 days of just walking. But I mean, I think the fact that he's even playing is crazy. I think I don't know. I mean, he definitely got a puncher's chance to. They said he's playing really well, like his practice rounds, but you never know how that translates.
Is that like as far?
I mean, I'll put a couple dollars on him.
Is as far as courses go? Is that you were saying that's his course? Like if he's going anywhere?
My cousin Paul was saying 'cause it's shorter. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So like you can shape a lot of shots. It's shorter. It's not just for like the long ball hitters.
I got you.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's definitely like an older pro can win like that for a major. But I mean, like I said, he's Tiger Woods. He's ripped. You know what I mean? I think he'd like to show his son he can still get it done.
Yeah.
He's inspired. Dude, Tiger Woods was just like in the greatest, like, dude, he was just killing it for years. And then once he got pinched cheating on his wife and she
Yeah, a lot of
busted
shit
it-
went down.
Dude,
after
as soon
that.
as she busted his teeth out, like he's never been the same since. But like, hopefully he finds a little bit of that.
You got
magic.
PTSD. From
I'm not a huge golf following guy, but I love Tiger Woods for the simple fact that he got like people like me interested in golf. Like I didn't really ever follow golf till Tiger Woods like got involved, and he was like the Michael Jordan of golf, and I was just like fascinated by him. I'm like, dude, this dude's the fucking man. He's a once in a lifetime player, right?
Yeah, once in a couple generation players. He's definitely like the best. I mean, like there's Tom Brady, Jordan, like Tiger Woods, Babe Ruth. Like he's in that. Like dude, when he was in his prime, dude, the shit he was doing was insane. Like just crushing 60-foot putts to like tie game, matches, and yeah, he got a lot of like young generation like into it.
Who's the favorite in this tournament?
I have no idea.
Is it John Rahm?
He's up there. I think that the one dude's number one. I can't even remember his name. That's how much.
If you so you would I want you to pick someone right now. Pick who you like to win the tournament.
Ooh, I'm not a handicapper. That's what we need Jack here for. He's the golf handicapper. Besides Tiger Woods, I don't know, Justin Thomas.
That's a good pick. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Surely I don't know if you.
I don't follow.
What about my man Morikawa?
Do you love Morikawa?
I do.
He has a shot. Yeah, he has a shot for that. Like I said, you never know. Like I said, people get hot and cold. That's why golf is so weird. Like I don't know how the fuck Jack bets it, because if somebody just gets a no name can come up and win if they're having a good week. But
let's me and you do a little bet right now and there for we'll do it for lunch next week. Whoever wins, we'll go Wednesday. You got to buy each other lunch. We'll go whoever finishes better, Morikawa or Justin Thomas.
all right,
It's a bet.
Write it down.
Yeah, you went in on it, Sciulli. You want to take a guess?
Why did I gotta buy both you lunch?
Nah, I guess it wouldn't work with 3 people.
Yeah, I wish Jack was here. I'd love to know like the odds on Tiger Woods because people are just gonna bet on him just for the hell of it. But
His odds definitely went up.
dude, the ratings for the TV is
go
what's
through
gonna
the
be.
roof, yeah.
Dude, he played a practice round, dude. It looked like he was walking down like the 18th to win.
Well, there was a bunch of
dude,
spectators.
It was crazy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm a huge Tiger Woods fan. I'm rooting for Tiger, 100%. Love a comeback story. Sort of reminds me of myself. Aliquippa High School is limiting snacks to a bag of chips and a pop. How many fucking snacks were they eating over in Aliquippa for this to come in?
Yeah, like. So, but how do you regulate this?
Yeah,
Why?
why-
What made them do it? Is there like a weight issue?
Well, no, I guess kids. I think there was some problems with kids eating during class. I think they're like
A black market of Doritos.
yeah,
or something.
like snacking, and I think there's vending machines there. So during the class, you could like go get. I mean, that's a distraction for a kid.
Yeah.
You probably smoke weed if you're in high school. You get the munchies.
Right.
You're hammering like 13 bags of Doritos and a Kit Kat, and they're like, you know what? Cut it out, Gerald.
So is it you just one snack in the class? Why don't they just say you just can't eat it in class?
There's because they have a special designated snack time at that school.
What are they in
Well, you eat it during
kindergarten?
snack time.
No, you get a fucking bag of chips and a soda.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, what are you, a little kid? You get your graham cracker
No,
after lunch? I don't understand.
I do agree with this. Like too many. I mean, I know I didn't eat breakfast,
yeah,
and before lunch I would be starving, and like, but not that I even went to the fucking school. But like by 10 o'clock, I would have to walk. It's not like I was like starving in class. Like that's what hurt my grades. 'Cause it was the fact I didn't go into school. But by like 10 o'clock, I would be going down to Italian Dog, and I'd be like fucking ordering something to eat. And I'm like, I don't think it's a terrible idea to give kids a little 5-minute thing to say, hey, why not a fucking granola bar and a water? Why does it have to be a can of pop and a fucking chips? That's terrible. Or, you know what I mean?
Here's an apple.
Or something like
T-Bird,
here-
I seen you drink 7 Mountain Dews today. What are we talking about?
I think that's a fucking bold exaggeration. That's a goddamn lie. I drink. As a matter of fact, I drink a half.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't see any Mountain Dews today. I don't know what you're doing with that IC. That's the first time I've seen you with that.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. I don't want to be drinking too much pop anymore. I was on that kick where I was hammering a case a week. It wasn't getting good for me. I started gaining a little weight. I got made fun of in the golf group chat. They said I looked like I was either pregnant or had to take a shit. So I said, you know what? I said, you know,
Enough is enough, huh?
yeah, you know. But my go-to line is like, "Would you rather me be smoking crack?"
Right, and physically fit.
Yeah, I love going to that line. I'll be able to use it the rest of my life. Like, at least I'm not smoking crack. People were like, "That's a great, Mike."
Keep
And I'm-
eating the cake.
Yeah, keep eating cake.
Here's another Mountain Dew.
But midnight snacking is my fucking mortal enemy, and like I have to stop going to Costco, I buy a birthday cake every week. You know what I mean?
That's definitely
Is this a regular
problem,
cake,
dude.
or are you still getting that ice cream cake?
No, it's just regular, but it says happy birthday because I want the extra icing. And it's like,
Do you get to write your name on it?
no, they were already made up. They already
Oh,
said, it
okay.
just says happy birthday.
I thought you had to make up a new name every week. Like,
Nah.
holy fuck, pal, you go to a lot of birthday
This
parties.
motherfucker's like Benjamin Button. He's 642 according to the cakes he bought. But I was like, I hammered it, and I was like, dude, this is a fire cake. And then like the one time someone was like, oh, whose birthday is it? I was like, oh, it's my kid's. I'm thinking like, why would I lie?
Why do I have to lie about my cake?
Nah, I just
addiction?
like the cake. I eat one a week.
I eat one a week. It's probably terrible for me.
You got a punch card for the
Yeah.
fucking cakes.
Yeah, that was another thing. I just had to renew my fucking membership down there, and like they like, dude, it is so. I'm getting so aggravated. Like I want to get Addie into Costco, so I'm like, for her, I was like, can you just give me a card for my girlfriend? And it was like a run around. Someone was telling me I needed to pay extra money, and like, thank God the one person was there, and they were like, no, you don't. Like, if you guys have the same address, it's all good. I'll take care of it. But like, that was not a gear grinder. But like, I'm sick of incompetent workers at these stores. It's just like they don't do the due diligence to give you they're like, oh, it's an extra this much money. No, it's not.
They just don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
They just don't care to even know what they're supposed to be doing.
Right. Or even check if what they're doing is the fucking
Dude,
protocol.
we got a porta john down at like our lot where we all meet up. Dude, these dudes weren't coming for like weeks at a time, and like charging us. Like, dude, like
I know when you're here, you're
please come
supposed to
suck
sign
these
your
turds out,
fucking
dude.
name
Yeah,
on there.
I swear to one dude just came to one time just to write the date and left. Like, dude,
I'm sure dudes do
you're
that
already
shit.
here, dude.
Yeah.
Just suck the turds out.
Yeah.
Give it a little once over.
Yeah, hit
and
it with
leave.
the sanitizer.
Yeah, I don't need it perfect in here, dude. But
You got the tube to suck the turds. You're already down there. Suck those fucking turds.
And you
know-
got to pay how many times a month they're coming. You know,
Yeah,
the
once
more
a
you,
week, yeah.
they're supposed to come once a week.
and they're hitting you for four
Dude,
trips a month.
It gets hot in the summer, dude. You leave
it's gonna be
3
righteous.
weeks of turds in there, dude. It's disgusting.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Oh, summertime turds are not nice.
especially in the incubator that is a shit house.
A wintertime turd is totally different. You know what I mean? Like a wintertime turd, you don't really smell it. They're frozen turds. The little blue water is frozen, so you're just shitting. It's like shitting on an ice rink. It's just
Like
fucking,
ice fishing.
yeah, it just plops down. And I get out of it.
Dude, there one guy called and was like, "Yeah, let them know I cleaned it." I'm like, dude, like first
was
of all,
here, bro.
Now I gotta look in there and verify that there's still turds in here. No, you didn't come. It's disgusting.
Oh, it's so gross.
Dude, something crazy. It's not on the resume, but like I wanted to bring this up. So apparently in Mexico, one guy I work with, he's a buddy of mine, Ruben. He won the national championship for cockfighting. His like he has fighting chickens. So like it's totally legal down there, and it's like a great event. Like, when are we going to legalize this in the U.S.? Because he had the best trophy I've ever seen. It was this giant silver trophy with this big fucking rooster on it. I'm like, dude, that's like a Super Bowl trophy. That thing's fucking beautiful.
So, is this like an organized? Like,
Dude, big
it's
time.
like a league.
There's like sponsors, like around like
Oh, no
around
shit.
the ring. There's
Jim Purdue is the fucking main
Yeah.
sponsor.
He had
He showed me the one fight. It was
that was
pretty
the
rowdy.
championship
Yeah.
fight.
I heard they're pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
They wear them little spurt and they
Yeah.
fucking dude. I'm like, this is good entertainment. Why isn't there more of this? Like, there should be this in America.
Yeah, you know what? You couldn't do it. Like, there'd be so many activist groups, like
Yeah,
cruelty to animals and shit like that.
Anyway, so Larry, so get ready, buddy. We're gonna listen to him. So anyway, our voicemail.
Take a break so we can pull it up on the screen.
Okay. All right, everybody. I think we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna go through the show. But we super excited. We got 3 new voicemails this week. The voicemails are starting to take off. We'll be posting that number again. And wait till you hear these. These are fucking great. All right, everybody. We'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Oh, yeah, brother. I just drove past your house and it looks like your wall's falling down. That's not good for business. Because guess what? If that wall comes down, I'm climbing up that hill and banging your old lady. So yeah, every one of your neighbors thinks you're a giant piece of shit and you can't afford a new wall. Well, guess what? I got a phone number now you can. You better call Just Walls at 412-889-4401. Fully insured, and build that wall before I come up here and I bang your old lady. Dig it! Hey, what's going on, everyone? I just drove by your house. You got a giant hole in the side. What's that for? So you can stick your dick in it and your old lady can suck it. You're better than that, man. Get that hole patched up. Why don't you call S&L Remodeling LLC? They do roofing, siding, gutters, downspout, soffit, fascia, and they'll fix that hole so your wife quits sucking everyone's dick. 412-628-9717. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. We're sick of seeing your wife sucking all that cock. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall, phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm the host of Greenfield's Finest Podcast, Michael Z. Bird Zidell, and I'm not joking around today because I'm looking for your sports cards, sports memorabilia, or silver coins. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or trade, please contact me at 724-732-1644. Maybe you have some old cards laying around, you don't know what to do with them. We'll come over your house, look at them, get them listed, and get some money in your pocket right away. 724-732-1644. No questions asked. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Right now we're going to jump into these voicemails. So we got a couple voicemails. One of the funnier ones is a response to one last week, but we're going to listen one by one, and we're going to analyze them and break them down, and we're going to have some laughs. Larry, hit that first one.
Hello. I just had a question. I feel like you guys probably have some good stories about this. Do you have any good spin the bottle stories from when you were growing up?
Okay, thanks. Who wants to get this started off?
I honestly, spin the bottle, man. You're talking grade school stuff there, huh?
Sure.
Like middle school.
I mean, I don't know how often they listen to the show. Last week, I explained how I got boofed by a lesbian. The prior week, I got jerked off by a 62-year-old lady, and I've had numerous stories about getting my butthole fingered. So let me look down old memory lane for spin the bottle. I don't really have any cool spin the bottle stories. More like getting drunk and hooking up with a fat chick at a party stories would have been like the closest.
I smoked weed out of a pop can, if that counts.
Yeah, like
I think I started hanging out in Greenfield like probably right after the spin the bottle stage.
Yeah,
And before that, I didn't really hang out with anybody.
there was like
I did.
I was a fucking nerd
Yeah, I
before
had
that.
any friends. So
I remember like, okay, I'll tell you my first. It wasn't spin the bottle, but I won't say the chick's name, but you know what I mean. Anyway, she was my babysitter, but she was only 2 years older than me. She was a little bigger, you know what I mean. But like I was only like I think I was 11 or 12, and she had enormous titties. And I remember she let me suck on her titties and but made me keep it a secret for like years. I was like in the 6th grade, and I was like so excited. I didn't know I wasn't even hammering myself yet. You know what I mean? I sucked on her boobies, and I like rubbed on her butt cheeks and stuff. And that was like probably the most intense sexual experience I had in grade school.
I remember. I mean, there was definitely like if Jack was here, I'm sure he had a bunch. What did they play? Like 7 Minutes in Heaven. Like you go stand in a closet with a chick or something.
And finger banger.
Yeah, that was the goal.
Yeah,
Just
And
like
it would
the old
always
mill.
happen, yeah.
Just like the old mill.
And if like you didn't, like you'd get made fun of, like
right. Like if you went up there and like didn't get laid, like I never, you know what I mean? I wasn't in on that. You know what I mean? I got left out of that, so I'd just go home and jerk off. I got a good spin the ball myself. I'd spin the ball and stick it up my root.
Well, that takes the cake there. That's the best.
all right, that answers that call.
But and that was. Thank you so much for the call, and we love stuff like this because we can have so much fun with it. So thank you very much for your spin the ball question. Always feel free to hit us up and send in more. We love that stuff. All right, later the next one.
Yeah, this is the state of Pennsylvania. Jimmy, you ain't never getting them fucking kids.
So if you're wondering what's talking about there, that might have been the best message ever. Last week we had a call in, if you didn't hear it, and they're trying to get their grandkids back. I don't know why they called us, but they did, and he said he wants his grandkids back. They deserve rights. Apparently,
Grandparents'
plus
rights.
he was old Uncle Billy drunk too.
yeah, he was coming from the VFW. It was 10:41 at night. He was drunk. Yeah, he was drunker than shit. Probably hammered 12, at least 12 beers and a couple of them little fireball shots from Kogos. And yeah, he let us know that he wants his grandkids. Well, apparently we had a call. Now, who knows? It could have been a real state representative.
I mean, it sounds pretty.
It sounded
official.
pretty official. He got right to the point, and he said, "Jimmy, you ain't getting them fucking kids."
Yeah, sorry about your luck.
Yeah, so I mean, we did what we could. We reached out. Thank you so much, State Representative Fetterman, for getting back to us on that one.
I mean, it's nice. It shows the reach that we have. You know,
Right. If you need something, we'll get you an answer. It might not be the one you want, but it'll get you an answer.
Hey, send all your legal advice. You need legal advice. Call us.
Yeah, like so that was fucking awesome. All right, Larry, let's hear the final one. Funny.
Hey, what's up? Bill Franchini from Greenfield. Listen, I don't know what the fuck it is about people driving Toyota Tacomas. Just because I drive a Toyota Tacoma, I don't want to fucking wave to you. I don't know who you are. I don't give a fuck who you are. If I'm not driving a fucking Kircher, I'm not waving to you. So don't fucking wave to me. I don't care who the fuck you are.
Dude, my man Franchini coming through.
Came in hot with that
Dude.
one.
So obviously what he's talking about is there is definitely a trend going on where if someone sees someone driving the same vehicle, you're supposed to wave to each other. It started with Jeeps, and then now it's like transforming into
Probably started with Subarus.
yeah.
Nobody waves to a Subaru.
They all hate
Yeah.
everyone else, and
They hate, yeah.
their bumper stickers let you know it. And
Their bike racks and canoe racks. Let
Yeah.
you know.
Bike rack, canoe rack, the motherfuckers never left Greenfield. And there's, you know what I mean? They got the 13.1 sticker. Oh, you ran a half a marathon. That means you're a giant piece of shit because you couldn't do the whole one. If you see someone with a fucking 13.1 sticker and a bike rack and a fucking canoe rack, run them off the fucking road.
Yeah, don't wave to them. Give them the finger.
Yeah, but like, you don't owe them shit, Bill. Fuck them Toyota Tacomas. When you signed up and bought that car, you didn't join some weird organization. So fuck them. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, you
on
didn't
it.
sign some weird contract to be friends with every other Tacoma driver in the city.
Nah, and you know what, dude? If you want to, you could always slice some tires. You know what I mean? Put a little less on the road. If a Tacoma driver's on your street or nearby, someone might get their tires slashed, and then maybe you won't see
So
them
owning
out
like a Tacoma is like a fraternity?
That's what
They
he's saying.
want to make it, but he's fighting against the regime.
Yeah, dude, he's fighting the power. Then you got to.
That was freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, that was a good call there.
All three of those calls gave us some shit to talk about. So as you see, it's very important to call in. Larry's gonna post the number today to call. I'll be posting it constantly this week. Yeah, it'll be on this. It'll be on the screen right now. So, all right, everybody. It looks like we're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Let's see who be Corn Dicking. I don't know if you guys seen this video. It's fucking hilarious. The high school runners. The kid was behind the other kid, and he fucking sucker punches the dude in front of him. That was like in front, suckers the fuck out of him. Like he's behind him and just sucker punches him.
Did give him the wraparound in his ear.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, that's why I want cockfighting to be
Yeah,
legal.
right.
This is like,
Society's broken down. Might as well bring the cockfighting back.
yeah, like,
Dude, he dacked him, dude.
Oh man.
dude,
What-
If he was that close to punch him in the face, I mean, he could have like ran by him and won the race, I guess.
that dude didn't have it. That dude was gonna smoke that dude. He just punched him in the face to add some like extra. Like, you know what? Everyone watched that video. You know what I mean? He proved his point. It's, add little fucking fights in the track and field.
He's looking for a new competition. in
Race
there.
to the death.
Yeah,
I wanna
death
see-
race. Or
Have
whatever.
motherfuckers throwing javelins at each other next. You know what I mean? Hit someone's mom in the face with a shot put. This one fucking grinds my fucking gears. Amy Schumer takes a month off from being traumatized from the Will Smith slap. So Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and another female did the writing on this year's Oscars. There was 3 females involved, and she comes out and says she's traumatized. Chris Rock's not traumatized. No one else is traumatized, but she's traumatized, and she needs to take a whole fucking month off. It must be nice to be rich, to have bullshit reasons to take off work.
Dude, honestly, I think that's her trying to make herself like push herself into the, the whole talk about Chris Rock and Will Smith. She's like, oh, I mean, I'm really traumatized.
She's trying to
by
make
I
it
got
about herself.
Exactly. She's forcing herself into the
I mean,
situation.
she did.
'Cause she's a
She did
fucking
write the
bum.
joke, But she didn't seem that traumatized when she came back out and was like joking around about what happened after.
Right? No, she was.
I think she's a piece of crap. To be honest with you.
People. And
Tell us
she-
how you really feel about her.
Yeah. She was just trying. Shirley makes a valid point. I feel like she was just trying to stay relevant. One thing like about Amy Schumer, some people like her, some people don't. Whatever. I do listen to Joe Rogan, and I heard she's a joke thief. Nothing I hate more in the world than someone that steals people's material. Like, you know what I mean? Write your own fucking material. If you wrote on the backs of other people to get to the top, you're a fucking giant sack of shit. I never thought she was that funny. I'm glad she's not in the Barbie movie. She should have been in a movie called Shit Sandwich. So all right, next. Joe Biden, apparently. Everyone else in the fucking universe heard about it. But old Joe Biden didn't say he didn't see or hear about the Will Smith slap. I'm not surprised.
He's probably watching like Me TV with like all like the Bonanza and shit on it. They don't think they have relevant commercials.
No, he was in the middle watching fucking seeing what was happening in Mayberry, and he was like,
exactly.
he was like, if Barney Fife fucking fucks something up that day, you know, that was his hot topic, or what else is on there?
He's like, you catch the new Green Acres? It was great.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I can't miss a week of Little House on the Prairie, and the Oscars was running the same time. Coherent. I just did not decide to watch it, you know, but that prairie's really coming a long way. God bless America. But like, yeah, like that was, of course you didn't hear about Joe Biden, and I didn't expect him to. I mean, I think that's one of them things too, where there's so, like,
What did we need his opinion on that? For
exactly, like that's what I mean. They're like, what's Joe Biden's opinion?
That's the questions he's fielding.
Yeah, like that
I think
person.
there's way more pertinent questions
Right.
to ask.
That should be the corn dick of the week, is whoever asked that fucking question.
Yeah, he should be punched in his face.
Right.
Whoever asked that question.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, why is this smart water $4?
Right.
Why
Tell
did they
me
charge
that.
me $22
Yeah,
for a
22.
12
Yeah,
pack?
why did? Yeah,
Right, like, you know what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck, the Will Smith thing? I mean, I'm the one good thing about it is I feel like Chris Rock is coming out on top of this, which is great. Fucking great for Chris. His shows are selling out.
Well, they said the prices are like tripling.
Well, you know, it is.
That's the secondary market.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep, you hit the nail on the head with that. And it's like his tickets are getting
He
scalped.
ain't making the money, but some lucky scalper is out there.
Well, what they did though is so there were still tickets out there for the shows. You can't get a ticket now. Some
Right.
people bought them all up to sell them on the secondary.
Right.
So he's crushing it, and I'm sure it's going to be exciting to hear what he has, because he's fucking one of the best to ever do
And you
it.
have to. It's so popular with
Right.
everybody on social media. You have to make it into your put it into your set.
but they said Will Smith
least address it.
retired from the Academy.
So what? So
I
okay.
don't-
So what does that mean?
I don't know.
He can't receive an award.
No, he's definitely not going to be.
Well, he was on the board
Can he
of the
receive
Academy,
Larry? Do you know?
whatever the
Can he
fuck.
receive an award?
Basically, from what I understand, he can't receive any more awards or be nominated. Now they could reject his claim to leave, but I doubt that would happen. But basically, he wouldn't be at the events.
Well,
Yeah, right.
Get any awards? Wouldn't be.
He probably won't be at the Oscars anymore. Yeah.
So I was, I heard some shit about it, and they were saying like he resigned from the board or whatever the fuck it is, but they're still like having their own little court to, find out what his,
What are they going to? What are they
penalty.
going to penalty?
That's what
are
I
they gonna
mean.
do?
Like, what do you do? Do you take away any
Like,
awards he's won
Like, what-
before?
I
or-
hate that. Like, we're gonna have an investigation. What's the
Who gives a
investigation?
fuck? Yeah.
He told a joke. He went up and smacked him. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't. and Chris
Investigation's
Rock
over.
didn't press charges, so
Right.
it's over with.
And I think in all reality, Chris Rock probably played it as best as you possibly could. Stayed out of the limelight. Didn't press charges, so people were like, "Oh," so he couldn't. There's nothing you could go on Chris and be like, "He's a bitch for pressing." Nah, he's fucking stayed out of it. Didn't want nothing to do with it. It was like, that was a fuck, whatever his thoughts are in it, he's probably gonna share them on stage, and that was smart, because then people kind of want to hear now what he's gonna say.
Well, I don't even think he's really gonna blow it up like that.
Yeah.
Because like Will Smith acted irrational, and so like that's the best thing he could do is just like
I mean, he's still gonna have to play off of it somehow.
right,
So,
but in a funny way. But
Yeah,
I don't,
right,
I don't
right.
think he's gonna take him a little bit to like the funny angle on this whole thing.
Yeah, he's not gonna do it maliciously, but he got to make something funny out of it. People are gonna be expecting it at least.
So.
Well, you said Chris Rock's brothers fired.
Oh yeah, it's his
That
brother
later?
arm,
Oh, my
yeah. So anyway, this was actually on DVE this morning, and Jack must have caught it too. He must have seen it in the news. But a Southwest passenger was arrested for masturbating 4 times on an during one flight, that's a lot. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're flying to the other side of the world. Like, even if it's a fucking 16-hour flight, 4 jerk-offs is insane. Here's the thing.
Busted a nut 4 times, or they told him to stop and he just kept going?
No. So from what I gather, so there was a woman beside him, obviously fucking probably freaking out. But how did he keep jerking off? Like, when they made that dude, they fucking wouldn't even let him fly with the mask on. They were like, you got to get off the plane. But jerking off, he didn't go to the bathroom. He jerked off in his seat.
Right in coach.
Right, 4 times. Oh, he was definitely in coach.
I think Southwest only has coach.
If you're in first class, you can get away with that.
Yeah, if you're in front, like they say in Wedding Singer, first class, you can do anything. But, like, dude, he was in, like, they said they had the seat number, like, F, whatever. But, like, he was definitely hammering his meat musket 4 times. The one lady, like, videotaped and documented it for whatever reason to show, like, this is what's happening. But, like,
how was there not chaos on the plane? Like, everybody yelling, like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Now, where he was sitting, so, like, it was row F. So I'm, like, thinking, where's row F? I can't fucking think. But I'm thinking it has to be probably in the middle somewhere. And, like, he had a window seat. He didn't have an aisle seat. So, like, I don't know if he was turned this way, jerking off. I didn't see the videos. It doesn't matter. If you're, like, jerking off on an airplane right out in the open, like, you're going to get busted.
I mean, if you want to try it once just to see if you get away with it,
With the Mile
I
High
get
Club.
it. You know what I mean?
If you
4 times.
Like, if this would have made more sense. Dude's on an airplane, pretends like he's fiddling with his pants, pulls out his dick and lets it hang out like that. Just to see the reaction what the chick next to him does. And if she's, like, into it, then you might get yourself a handy. But if she's like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh, my God, I didn't realize
my cock
Sounds
was
like
out.
sexual assault, dude. You just need to whip your dick out, see what happens.
Yeah, come on,
a
Louis
plane.
C.K.
What's better, whipping your dick out to see what happens or jerking off 4 times?
How about just, sit
I don't know
down
if
and
there's-
get to your destination.
Right, like JD said, just go in the bathroom and jerk off, dude.
Right, but that was the thing.
Have some
Obviously,
couth.
Yeah, a little couth.
Right, I get that. Go run in there
4
hammer-
times if you have to.
Yeah, 5, 10. It doesn't matter. The bathroom door is locked 26 times. You can fucking hammer yourself till you're fucking shooting dust. But but you know what I mean? But the point is, like, how many, and then Jack, like, the thing underneath it says, how many times is acceptable? It's obviously fucking 0. There's kids,
Right.
you can't jerk.
Jack wrote that?
Yeah.
Public
You think Jack's
masturbation.
jerked off on an airplane, maybe?
That's
Maybe that's a good hangover cure sometimes, maybe.
Yeah,
Coming back
sometimes
from Vegas.
that's the only cure.
yeah, feed your geese on the
You gotta
plane.
get that poison out of you.
Yeah, it's on the brain. You've been locked down for like 4 days, and you're just like, I gotta fire one off. And you're too hungover to make it to the bathroom. You just hammer yourself, and you end up filling your belly button up with pudding. And then you cover back. You cover.
He glazed himself.
Yeah, dude, I like it extra glazed, and he just fucking fires his T-shirt back over it, and he smells like a nut tree after that. And Is that? Excuse me, sir. What's that smell? Is that semen you're wearing?
Yeah, or is that a cum tree you got in your pocket?
Yeah, is that jizz in your belly button? Or you just happy to see me?
He asked the stewardess for a moist towelette when he was done.
Yeah, he's like old stutchy poo. So this one fucking bothered me big time. So Paul Rodriguez came out. I don't know if any of you guys seen this. I watched this whole video. Paul Rodriguez was in Ali. He was actually like Tyson's or Ali's medical guy. You know what I mean? In the real medical guy came on set, got into an argument with Will Smith because he was like, dude, he played a way more intricate part than you got. Paul Rodriguez is basically an extra. And Paul Rodriguez had lines in Ali. He would have gotten more compensated better than they get. Will Smith would not allow him to play anything but the extra. And he said that Will Smith treated him like absolute shit. And he said one of the things Will said, now listen, this is allegedly, I wasn't there, but he said, it was over in Africa when they filmed Rumble in the Jungle. You know, they really went over to Africa. And he said, you're far away from your people, my man. No one gives a fuck. And I was like, damn, dude. Like, but Paul Rodriguez, I've never known him to come on about anything.
Who's Paul?
He's a remember Paul Rodriguez? He was a comic. You'd have to like look him up, probably to
Is he in
reckon.
any other movies?
It's the name.
No,
I can't put
he-
a face to him.
He was.
I never seen the movie Ali either, so I don't
In
know.
the '80s, he was a comic. '90s, he was like doing comedy. He was a funny guy.
He used to have like a mullet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
Yeah, he was like a cool dude, but he came out and was like, and like he wasn't like looking for attention. He was like, Will Smith like treated me like shit for that whole movie. He's like, man, like made me feel like crap, and like I didn't belong there, and like you're the star of the movie. I've heard stories about on the other end of that Tom Hardy like would go around and introduce himself to everyone in the movie set, like the people making the coffee, the set people, the fucking the key grip, everybody involved.
Yeah.
He would go, the extras whenever they filmed Warrior, he would like go to like slap them up and splow them up, like thanks for being here, guys. Like cool dude.
So you're saying Will Smith has been showing signs of being an asshole?
For a long time, but we just didn't
Well,
know.
dude, they said that he didn't he get the original Aunt Viv fired off of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or some shit.
I don't know. I didn't watch behind the
Aunt-
scenes.
Aunt
I
Viv.
thought she
Yeah.
wanted a little bit more money, and they said
That's
fuck
what
that.
I think that happened.
Well, I think she came out saying that like he blackballed her off of the show.
I
I
mean,
thought Aunt Viv stuck up for him after this whole Chris Rock thing. I don't know. There's so much shit
The-
going
the
around.
new-
There's so many layers.
the new Aunt
I'll
Viv-
never meet Will Smith, so
Yeah.
I
so
could
like,
care less.
I just didn't.
right. I'm gonna keep watching Aladdin.
So, so dude, so Dude Perfect, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with, they're like a YouTube sensation. They make like crazy shots, like shit, like they'll like throw a basketball off a building, off a thing, and it'll make the shot. They do crazy golf shots, all kind of crazy shit, and they're at the Masters right now, and them and Bryson are playing on Amen Corner. Do you know what Amen
Yeah.
Corner? So it's like I guess it's some like big fucking part of the course. This Amen Corner with a frisbee and a tennis racket trying to do trick shots, and like their people in the golf community are furious.
What, for like
How could-
desecrating holy ground? Or...
I don't.
Why are they allowed on?
That's what everyone said, and they said like here's what they got out of it. They let Dude Perfect on. Dude Perfect has millions and millions and millions of subscribers, young people. So they let them on the Masters course. It might get some younger people excited about golf. You know what I mean? But people were upset, like, dude, they should have never been allowed to do that. That was bullshit they did on the course. In my head, I don't know what the big deal is. Like, but like, then again, I don't know that much golf etiquette.
So wait, where were they? What golf club were they doing this at?
This is where the Masters is gonna be played in Augusta.
Okay,
Yeah.
so can't like I mean I'm sure it's the members that are getting pissed about it, not just like random people, right?
Well, it's golfers, the golf community in general,
In
like
general,
on Twitter,
okay.
spoke out.
Right, like this they take fucking year, like a whole year to get this place like in the
Yeah.
best shape as possible, and you got these assholes running around and have a chance of screwing it up.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I mean I see their beef.
And that's the problem. So like John hit the nail on the head with that one. Like you're trying to you took a whole year to get the course perfect, and then now you got it perfect. You're getting ready to have the best golfers in the world play on it, and you have dudes throwing frisbees, hitting them with a tennis racket. Do I really care? No, but I could see why golfers would be upset. But like it doesn't affect my life one bit. But whatever.
Some people were pissed though, huh?
So, this one's great. So, old Burger King got some shit coming their way. They're being sued because they exaggerated the size of the burgers. So people say, yeah, how the fuck?
Well, you know what? What was it? Maybe like 10 years ago, they did this shit with I don't know if it was Heinz ketchup, some kind of ketchup. They were advertising, say 12 ounces, 11.5.
Okay.
And so some nerd is sitting there just trying to catch them in a false advertising because then they sue the fuck out of them.
Class action.
Yeah, right. Because I know they did that. I think it was ketchup. I don't know if it was Heinz, but it was some kind of ketchup like maybe a decade ago.
Heinz would never do such a thing.
I agree. That's why I'm not putting their name with that.
But the thing what it is, I feel like when they say quarter pounder with cheese or the Whoppers, that's pre-cooking.
Well, it usually says that in a fine
Then-
print, like pre-cooked or on a menu or something. If you go somewhere,
Yeah.
everything, all the weights of the meat is pre-cooked.
And this one didn't. So like you were like
They got
thinking
'em.
you're getting a massive burger and you're not. And like there's people out there looking for easy money. I'm one of them. So I might go hit up Burger King. Literally,
Start weighing it. Bring your digital
Sure, you
scale.
were a part of a bunch of class action lawsuits, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I tell you what, man.
You
class
signed up
actions,
for all of them, right?
I don't know. I somehow I got. I don't know. Maybe I just have terrible luck and I always get fucked on stuff. So I was getting these postcards for like class action lawsuits. I'm like, fuck, I'll sign it and send it back. You know what I mean? And I was getting checks. I'm like, holy
What's
fuck.
the biggest check you got?
$600.
That's fucking great.
Yeah. I mean, at least I think I got one for like $4.96
Right.
or
There's
something.
so many.
But fuck it, you know. No. At least I think I got like $233. but dude, it paid off when I got the $600 one. And the thing was, I could have got more. I was getting these letters, and it was like, we need your fucking social security number and your W-2 and shit like that, because you had anything over $500 or over $600. You have to claim it as an income or some shit,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, this is a fucking scam. I'm not sending these fucking people my information, you know? And then I got the check. It wasn't even $600. It was $599. And they were like, dummy, you could have got more, but you didn't send us your fucking personal information.
Dude, you could have been rich right now.
I mean, I'm sure it wasn't that
It
much
was probably
more, but-
$620.
Yeah, I mean, I would have taken it. I just thought it was a fucking scam.
I was part of a class action lawsuit.
They're great, dude.
Against FanDuel. Whenever FanDuel was, they were fixing the fantasy things, and like if you had played fantasy for money on there, you were entitled. What I ended up getting, I didn't get any money. What I got
Some
was
site credit or some shit.
I got two increments, one $80 and another one $80 in site credit.
That ain't that bad.
But like all I had to do was fill out this email.
Right,
That
yeah.
was easy.
So I'm in another one actually right now. with I mean, I don't want to get too deep and it's still in litigation. But Similac or whatever,
Yeah,
the formula
yeah.
and shit, because my kids were in the NICU, and one of them got like one of the fucking, you know,
The similar
ailments that it
Right.
could be from. So I'm like, fuck
Acid
yes.
reflux.
Call me, motherfucker. And
Right.
I got this lady, she calls me or texts me all the time about it, asks me a million questions. I'm like, can't I just get you like the medical records? You do all this yourself?
Right.
But I'm hoping
How
that's
much
a
we
big one.
talking here? Yeah.
I don't know. They said generous compensation. So
Oh, that's $615. I got $615.
I'll take it. I'll take it, man. It's free money, babe.
So this one, Corn Dicks of the Week. The Apple employees are threatening to quit because they're being forced to go back to work. Listen,
How dare those people
Yeah.
at Apple make you go back to work?
Now, when you say go back to work, you mean they have to go to the
In the
office?
office.
Yeah. So they are like, they don't want to. Now, I get the fact you do have a lot of people working from home now, if you can do that. But guess what? If they tell you to come in the office and that's your fucking job, you got to go in.
Right.
If you don't, you lose it. So, like, here's the thing about Apple. There's probably 1 million applications waiting to come take your fucking spot.
Absolutely.
So if you're not like high up on the food chain and you're the water cooler guy, or you're the mailroom guy and you're like, I'm walking if I got to go back in, like, we don't need
They'll
you.
be like,
big
bye.
guy. See you later. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord splits you. Motherfucker.
Yeah, but like you said, there's so many people waiting in the wings just for an opportunity at a big company like that.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
Well, right, yeah. It's like, all right, here's your job. COVID's over. You got to start coming back. We're paying for this big commercial building, guys.
Right.
How about you come in and then, like, you know, everybody's like staging like a walkout.
And one thing too, with as far as commercial buildings go, they're actually a lot more downtown now. They're turning them into apartments because there's definitely less and less offices, and it does save companies money. Apple's in Silicon, they have a fucking beautiful multi-billion-dollar facility. They want them fucking in there because
Right.
they have special creative spaces for them. They have the best of everything. Like they don't know how good they got.
I would
it.
say like Google is one of the other places like that.
Sure.
That has like they're known for their like just facilities.
a nap room. They got a fucking
Yeah,
nap
right,
room.
right.
Yeah, they probably, it's not like Aliquippa High School. They probably got tons of snacks. You know?
You can eat multiple snacks.
Right. They got
Per day.
on-site therapist. It's like, dude.
Right, like, no, if Apple's like, man, like we could save money and this is better, you guys are still getting all your work done from home, like,
Right, but I'm sure
why
there's-
wouldn't they just let them stay home? But I mean, obviously, there's some reason they want to.
I mean, I'm sure they need, especially if you're in a big like group working on a single project. I'm sure they need you in there together at some points. You could do a lot of it, over Zoom and shit like that. But I'm sure they still want you like sit in a room together and figure this out.
Here's 100, and people could argue with me all you want on this one. This is 100% fact. There's no fucking way, no way in the world that people are getting as much work done at home as they were in the office. There's none. I knew so many people working from home that were fucking golfing,
Yeah.
fucking off.
Dude.
Well, so I read an article about that. Well, a headline of an article about that. And they said that people don't work like as a straight shot as long, but they work crazier hours because, like, okay, it's 8 o'clock at night. Let me check my work emails and respond to
Dude,
some or
my
some
one
shit,
cousin,
you know?
he downloaded like his thing on his computer where like it like automatically moves his app, so it still shows like.
Looks like he's working.
Yep.
Good for him.
Now, whoever invented
Yeah.
that app,
That's
is
a smart fella there.
Yeah.
That's and if you're listen, I'm not all about the corporations. I mean, it's all if you can fuck the man, fuck him. No Vaseline, but make sure you download that app if you're working at Apple. You heard it here first. I'm sure the people at Apple need Greenfield Fine podcast advice. Fucking idiots. All right, it's time to get to our brothers in arms. Tony Rock, dude, Chris Rock's brother, sticking up for him on stage, saying Will's a bitch. I mean, that's grabbing your brother's Bizak.
Yeah.
Wish he was there Oscar night, but I mean, he could have used his help end.
Yeah. Where were you?
Yeah. It's like now like the dust is settled. He's like, Will's a bitch.
Yeah, he came out all late. Everybody left the stage. He's like,
Yeah.
where the fuck is Will at?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, is Tony Rock almost like Charlie Murphy, like Eddie, like that brother who's just like a little bit more hood, who
Yeah.
who definitely would have been fighting back.
Dude, if Eddie Murphy would have been up there and fucking said that joke and would have slapped Will Smith, Charlie Murphy, if he would have still been alive, would have shot him. 100%.
Or at least shanked him.
Yeah, we all seen what happened at Dave Chappelle whenever they had the dice game in the fucking basement of the projects. He ran in there and smoked. He fucking shot dude in his leg. What was his name? Like NyQuil or something. NyQuil, my motherfucking NyQuil. Dead guy at funeral at the club might be the video of the year. Did you guys see this video?
I didn't see the video, but I heard about it
No,
on
what
the
is it?
radio.
Dude, best video fucking ever. So they bring this like the dead guy, like the coffin.
It was a rapper in Maryland.
And they bring him into the club and they're playing jams.
And I heard they had him like standing up on
Yeah.
stage, like posed on stage
Yeah.
with like some
He
some
wa-
Gucci on and shit.
he wasn't in a casket the whole time. Like it was like
And then so I heard that there was other dudes, like other rappers, like rapping while he's like frozen in time on the fucking stage, dude. And they're like rapping and shit. I heard they actually promoted this event and were charging dudes at the fucking door.
I would have. I'll tell you right now.
You know what I mean? Like,
if they told me there was a Weekend at Bernie's moment going on, right? Like, say we're over in fucking Greenfield, like, hey, yesterday's so and so's gonna be posted up, and we're gonna be spitting hot fire at him,
just with a cigarette in his hand.
a cigarette in his hand, just burning his flesh. And he's all filled up with formaldehyde, and you know what I mean? Just fucking having fun with him. I'm like, dude, I'd pay the $6 cover.
But it was like at some big club in D.C.
I mean, where else would it be? They're Florida.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Florida, they probably do it all the time, but
Yeah, it's normal down there.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it makes brother in arms for the simple fact that if I go out, I want you dudes to have a party with my dead body.
We're
gonna
just
have
gonna
a
have a
comedy
podcast
show.
and just bring you in here and sit you there.
Yeah.
No, we're going to have a comedy show. Comtra, dude. We're all going to tell jokes, and you're just going to stand there frozen.
This guy ain't that funny. He really ain't saying nothing. I'm
Here's your headliner, Mike Z-Bird Zidell.
Rosaldo, I'll be on like a dolly, and Rosaldo will roll me out, and he'll have me like strapped up with the microphone, and it'll just start like Larry will be playing my audio, my old jokes, and people will be laughing, and Rosaldo have to wiggle me around the stage like,
Yeah, he'll just be wheeling you
Behind
around.
him,
yeah. Rosaldo had me like a puppet, like this, like yo motherfuckers ever get your butthole fingered? He'll turn me around, you know what I mean? So I'll have my asshole showing. I'm like, yeah, but yo, Z-Bird killed it tonight. Like, no, literally, that motherfucker got killed like 3 weeks ago.
And that's another thing. Dude was like dead for a month.
He's so
or
hot
something.
right now, though. He keeps selling out.
Yeah, yeah, dude. We
Like,
got
don't tell anybody.
Z-Bird's dead. Just tell me he's back on heroin. This is the I'm back on crack tour. Yo, that shit was decent, dude. Z-Bird looked like he wasn't even talking.
Like, man, his ventriloquism act is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. People be pouring shots down my throat, mixing with the formaldehyde. I'd come back to life. That'd be the only thing that would bring me back to life. If someone would shotgun smoke some crack in my mouth, and I'd be like, wake up, like after being dead for 5 years. Like, Z-Bird, you were dead. I'm like, I thought so. I was just in a deep-ass coma. But where's that crack pipe, motherfucker?
I smell something.
Yeah. And if someone burning plastic, Dude, Pittsburgh girls were partying, and they ended up waking up OJ in Fort Lauderdale. Who's better than OJ? You know what I mean?
The juice.
Yeah, the juice just woke up. They woke him up. He started partying with him. The juice is loose.
Pittsburgh girls?
What, he was like
Yeah.
next door in their hotel or something?
Yeah, they were in the same hotel. They're down there having fun. The juice wakes up, starts kicking it with him.
Didn't kill any of them.
Not one.
Good for him.
I'll be honest. I get it. The juice had a rough patch of the 90s.
It was a toxic relationship. What do you
Yeah,
expect?
you know what I mean. Some things went down allegedly, but
Oh, he was vindicated, dude.
yeah, but allegedly some things went down, and then the sports memorabilia scandal. They ended up getting him in prison. But the juice did his time, and I gotta be honest. I love me some juice on social media.
You know what I watched the other day, dude? Naked Gun with the juice in it.
Norberg.
Yeah.
One of the greatest films of our time. You want to that we should fucking do film reviews. I hear some of them sometimes they make me want to puke.
Yeah.
We
Hated
know
it.
hated it. Pretty Woman. That was the funniest shit on Living Keller whenever they did Men on Film.
That's funny.
I fucking loved that shit. Whenever they did the Pretty Woman one. Whenever like Richard Gere falls in love with this Julia Roberts prostitute. Hated it. And I'm just like, but Richard Gere looks so handsome with that silver gray fox hair. Like, Richard, come over to the wild side. Like, woo-hoo. I'm like, that was good television. Like, in Living Keller, I feel like broke so many barriers. And that's one thing that like made me want to be a comedian was watching Jim Carrey do the fire marshal bill. Like,
Absolutely.
when he would go, let me tell you something, and he would just come up with the craziest scenarios. And like, I wish they would do like a crackhead version of Fire Marshal Bill. Like I think that would be the perfect mixture.
You're the man for the job.
That's it.
I could let me tell you something. Let's just say you're at home and you find some baking soda and your mom left some cocaine under the bed. It turns out it's not cocaine. It's nitroglycerin. Next thing you know, you get ready to fire up the pipe and have a good time with the ladies. Boom! Crack kebab. Not like a good old-fashioned crack kebab. All right. Let's see here what's coming up next. All right. Oh, dude. The dude who worked as he's the pitcher now. I think he made the Padres or the Dodgers. He was a substitute teacher. He also worked at Home Depot, and he had like a couple restaurant jobs. Did you see that guy? And he's gonna be the opening day starting pitcher.
No shit. What a ride that was to get to the
Dude.
league, huh?
I mean, like the Home Depot's really cashing in on it. You know what I mean? But they're like, he used to work here. If you work here too, you
could be a pro ball player.
Yeah, you can watch fucking drug addicts steal power tools. Come along, but like, dude, I love that. That's a good story. You know what I mean? Dude didn't give up.
So how long was he working regular jobs?
I don't read the whole article, but
Yeah,
I mean,
who does?
I'll make it up. 3 years.
Oh, that's good. That's
Like, through the minor leagues.
Yeah.
Minor leagues. He worked at Home Depot, but I mean, that's like the fucking Kurt Warner. You know what I mean? The supermarket manager, and he was the manager. Like, they made it seem like he was stalking shelves.
Like the stock boy or something like that.
He was the manager getting his cock sucked by the girl working at the bakery. I know that.
That old bastard.
Yeah, I knew the chick working in the bakery. Man arrested. It's a brother in arms. Jack put this here. It's so funny. Everyone knows Jack fucking hates birds. Man arrested in Atlantic City for shooting a seagull that stole his funnel cake, dude. Dude.
What was he, just quick draw to do? They had the pistol on him? Or
I
what?
can see being pissed off about that.
I mean, I could see, like, I don't know, like, being on a boardwalk, you're waiting in line for your funnel cake, you get it, the seagull comes, and, like, you know what I mean? You ain't that motherfucker to fuck with, and you're just getting your cap peeled, dude. So
Look, I was just in Florida, and, my kids are tiny. And they had, like, I don't know, French fries or some shit, and they're walking around. And these birds, dude, like, they're very aggressive where we were at. And they're, like, circling them like fucking vultures. And this dude I'm with, he's like, yo, tell your girls to come over here. I'm like, why? He's like, because they're gonna swoop down and try to take the food out of their hand. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then it made a move, dude. I ran over there ready to sock a seagull in the face, you know?
What was it? What was it? A seagull or a
It was seagulls.
Oh, seagull?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, fuck.
I didn't realize how fucking, like, they're not. They're like downtown pigeons.
Yeah.
You know, they're not afraid of fucking people.
Downtown pigeons are addicted to drugs from all the crack and shit they find on the ground. They're like little crackheads with wings. You know
And they
what I
just
mean?
don't give a fuck. You
No,
know?
they'll eat any. They're flying
They're eating
rats.
cigarette butts and shit.
Yeah, they love cigarette butts and fucking dirt and you know what I mean, pop cans and empty stamp bags. Dude, so Freddie Taylor, we all remember Freddie Taylor, football player.
Yeah.
So he said that Georgia gave him $50,000 to come there for school, and he ended up not going there and going to Florida. There was nothing Georgia could do about it.
Because they can't say anything
You
about
couldn't
it.
even pay him. What a fucking move. But I wonder how much Florida gave him.
Probably 3 times that.
I mean, I would say even if he might have wanted to just go to Florida, could have got a little bit.
Yeah,
of
he
money.
might have just got 50 from them too, and was like, "Fuck, now I got 100 racks."
But like nowadays, it's so weird. Like I feel like like if I'm an older dude, I'm a vet. I'm like looking at college football now, and I'm like, why didn't they incorporate this shit when I was there for these kids to make money? Now, not every kid's making like that. That is the biggest fairy tale out there. Is that every kid's making a ton of money? No, but if you're a quarterback at a big school, if you're a big player at a big school, or even a big player at a small school, it's like, dude, you're getting taken care of.
Yeah,
But they were before. I mean,
but now
They
it's
were,
legal.
but now it's.
I bet they get less now as opposed to under the rug.
That's
I'd
a-
rather the 50 G's cash.
Yeah, that's
They're
a
like,
good.
oh, you get this pickup truck for the
surely
season.
that's good.
You know what I mean? I bet they were, because now everybody's paying taxes. Like the jerseys, for example. Everybody wants a piece of that action. Fucking the school, the football team, you get a piece of it. When you were just getting that 50 racks, boom, like cash money.
I think the bigger deals are gonna come with the games. Like they're with the when they start releasing the NCAA football games, where they did away with like 8 years ago, which was the best football games ever. But then I think the top tier players. So
Oh, you're saying like video games?
video.
Okay,
I feel like because you're gonna have to have a cover guy. So like this year, we'll go back to the draft before. We'll say like you're fucking Trevor Lawrence.
And
you're
then
Zach
when you're
Wilson.
on the fucking screen, like they have your name there, so that
Right.
gotta be, you gotta get a piece of something for that.
And I think even if you're like the second string guy,
If
and
your name's on there, you gotta get something.
they gotta
Don't you
give you
think?
for using your likeness.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
from the
Okay,
video
yeah.
games, from the jerseys.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty cool. you
So
know?
everybody gets a piece of that. If you're like the backup punter, but you're on the roster on the game,
Right.
you get
Well, I bet you
20
probably
bucks.
more people get money now. Like dudes,
That's like a class action
like
lawsuit.
some dudes that aren't going to like Florida probably, like
Sure.
like smaller D1 schools are probably getting money because they're in the video game.
I one thing, this is gonna make me sound like an idiot, but like I remember reading a while ago like a thing with Kenny Pickett, and it was something like he got a free dinner once a week where he could bring his linemen, and I think he got to lease a truck for free.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was when his
And
first came through.
That
Yeah.
happened this year, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean when the
Right, 'cause
first
that's
got
just-
passed or whatever.
And I'm like looking at Kenny Pickett, and like it looks like he's gonna go in the first round, and you're like, you know, Pitt didn't do a good job of getting Kenny Pickett what he deserved. You know
yeah,
what I
he
mean?
got to turn that truck in.
Yeah, I think
But that's on Kenny to get it right.
you're right. He should have had a better agent, and that's why.
But I'm saying like when like boosters are trying to get like, like when Florida was hot
yeah,
back in the day, like we gotta,
you can imagine what my favorite college team of all time is Miami in the '80s, and like
Yeah.
I just imagine what those dudes were getting. Amount of drugs, prostitutes,
Anything you want was a phone call away.
'Cause you
Like
had-
like in the movie Blue Chips.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
you had dudes down in there with just tons of money, like illegally. They were just throwing it at these kids. They could do whatever they wanted. Like I would love to see a more in-depth documentary of like what the fuck was
Like the
really-
behind the
we
scenes.
need more players to come out and tell us about this.
Dude, I'm 88. I want to see him come out. I want to hear the Michael Irving story. I would watch it on Netflix in a heartbeat because, like, my man, looks like he could blow some rails. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. They said he used to blow rails on the sideline.
Really?
Yeah, they said he would be like,
Did he?
that's
He
a
couldn't.
rumor.
You couldn't do that now with all the cameras and people got camera phones. Like, if you went to a game and you seen him snorting coke on the sidelines, fucking 20 years ago.
This was
No,
like for the Cowboys too. Like this was
About
in the
20
league,
years
yeah.
ago.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying, but like someone would be like, I think Michael Irvin's doing coke, but you don't have nowadays you got video evidence.
Yeah, you got that little camera like sliding around on the wires up there and shit.
Yeah. This one was probably one of my favorite ones of the week. So Tyga and Rob Kardashian, they clapped back on Black China for calling them deadbeat dads. And like the funniest thing was like Rob Kardashian went off first and said, I pay $40,000 a month or $40,000 a year for my kids' education on top of like so much a month and my kid is here from Tuesday till Saturday. You know what I mean? So the kid is
Yeah, he's a real deadbeat, sounds
right. Tyga gets on there, or no, he pays $37,000 a month totally between education.
Okay.
And $37,000 a month. Tyga gets on there and says, I pay $40,000 a month, and his kid is with him this time to this time. He's like, if anybody could check this out, I'm not lying. My kid's always with me. And then he says, I want to know who the fuck Rob's lawyer is, why he's only paying $37,000. And it was fun, but it was nice seeing them two come together on it. But like,
a common enemy.
yeah, like what did she think? They weren't going to say nothing. They're like, you're the deadbeat fucking mother.
Yeah, you want more.
And you don't even talk to the kid.
You have the kid like 2 days a week.
You're getting paid fucking $4,000 a day to have that kid. And like, you know that money's going on bullshit.
Oh yeah.
You might have some cool snacks. That's about it. You know what I mean?
more than one a day.
Yeah, she's spending that money on ass implants and blunts. Oh, man. Well, all right, everybody. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have more of that Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick and tired of hiring heroin-addicted roofers? I know I was. I had 6 of them fall off my roof in one day. I didn't know what to do. I found out about Allen Construction. Their roofers don't do heroin. So if you're looking for roofers that don't do heroin, call 412-954-8337, 412-954-8337. Make sure your roof stays and they don't come back at night to steal the shingles. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza of the Greenfield's Finest podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest podcast whenever you call. Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house. Have you heard about Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, everybody, just to let you know real quick, Carlson & Son Real Estate now does notary. If you need your will, trust, advance directive, executorship, custody, guardianship, power of attorney, or court documents notarized, contact Carlson & Son Real Estates. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. If you're having lawn problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems and the grub ain't one. It's 2020. Time to get your motherfucking lawn right. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. You best call Rosado and Sons. 412-521-9045. 412-521-9045. And get your motherfucking lawn right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest podcast. Before we're going to jump into what's grinding our gears, we got an Am I the Asshole? So a dude... his brother was getting married. He's the best man. He's asked to make a speech. I mean, this is an easy answer for me. During the speech, previously in his brother's relationship with his brand new wife, he had an affair. He makes a joke about it during the best man speech.
How to go
did
over.
not go over well. And he's asking, am I? Yes, you're the fucking asshole.
100%. Why did your brother punch you in the face?
As the brother or best friend or whoever, you never would bring
No,
something
you
like
bring that up like when we're sitting here together drinking a couple beers, like before or after the wedding. Not when my parents are sitting there and her parents are sitting there. You know, like come
like
on.
half her family's like, he had an affair before?
Right, because
Yeah.
that wasn't
Is she
obviously
married?
not
Yeah.
common knowledge to everybody. You know?
And like you're the father of the bride, and you're like, what? And it's the biggest day of her life. And you
DJ
just
should have
ruined-
cut the mic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, dude, that was totally fucked up. Like, I don't know what you were thinking.
Yeah, what do you hate your brother?
Like it was like I think it's like people like thinking they're funny and they got this like, dude, you got to have some fucking etiquette, like, or some brain cells to be
I was
like,
just gonna say that you gotta know what's acceptable in what situation and what fucking isn't.
that's not your day. Like, you want to go to an open mic and talk about your brother banging hookers in Vietnam,
Fine.
go ahead, do what you got to do. But like on the day that he gets married,
At the wedding.
at
You know
the
what I
wedding,
mean? Like, what the
leave-
fuck?
Shut the fuck.
We didn't even have dinner yet.
Right.
You're giving speeches, ruining my fucking wedding.
And it was, I mean,
How long you think until they got divorced?
They're still. I don't wanna, they're like, obviously, she knew about the affair. It wasn't like,
Could have
but
been with her.
yeah, like so.
So I mean, she obviously hates his fucking her new brother-in-law. Then, right?
Yeah, he's banned from everything. Like, he's
Oh,
not.
I mean, yeah, that goes without
I mean,
saying.
you get married, and there's no way like you're gonna live with your wife, and you're gonna be like, she's probably like, we can never talk to him again.
Yeah, like Brad can never come over here again.
Right, because he probably like, obviously whatever happened, the guy made a mistake or whatever, and they obviously patched it up good. Don't ever fucking bring it up in public again if you're his friend. That was just a bull, or his brother. That was
Even worse that it's his brother. You know, like what do you? you're definitely there's a part of you that knows like this could sabotage their fucking.
He probably went to
day.
clear that with somebody. He went to clear it with the wrong person. Somebody was like, yeah, that's going to be hilarious.
I could see him clearing it with Marty Ryan.
Right.
I could like absolute.
Marty was like, yeah, absolutely. That'd be the funniest shit if you brought up how your brother fucking, he had an orgy with them chicks. You should do it. The dude's like, yeah, they're over it. They don't even care. And he gets up
They
and
told each other everything anyway.
yeah.
Like she forgave him.
She knows about it. Everyone knew about it. Yeah. I think that was the thing he was saying. Everyone knew about it. But like,
The priest is there and shit.
yeah. Those kind of things, like, everyone don't know, and they don't need to know. you
That's
know?
not something that you like bring up. It's not like a funny story. Like, oh, remember that time he wrecked your car or something? Like, no, it's not like a cute anecdote.
and that dude, if he's marrying her, he's obviously ashamed of that. So he
Yeah.
don't want to hear it either. No one wants to hear it.
Like, hey, remember when you were on that coke bender with all them whores?
yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah, you got your asshole fingered. We had a blast. And you ain't a fingering my asshole.
He's like, remember the bachelor party?
yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah, lapse of judgment there for sure.
All right, everybody. It looks like we're about to jump into what's grinding my gears. Let's get it kicked off with Angry Johnny. What's grinding them gears?
All right. So, noon at Kogo's is a busy time. You know, everybody wants to go and get that slice of pizza. It's lunchtime. And for some reason, like the Arizona iced tea guy decided it was the time to take up the whole parking lot and block everybody to wheel in his 4 cases of Arizona iced tea.
They still make
I don't
those, huh?
understand. They're $1.
They are.
That's
The cheapest thing in there.
What are they, recession proof?
You can
I
get
guess.
you get a tall boy for $1.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, dude, you couldn't deliver these, like, in the morning and, like, in between, like, 9 and 12, dude. Deliver it all you want. Like, dude, you're literally blocking everybody.
Yeah, he was waiting for everybody
right,
to come
causing,
in.
like, a major
now it's my
traffic
time.
jam. Yeah.
To bring in a
Like,
six-pack.
like, dude, there should be, like,
Arizona
certain
juice
amount of
bag.
times they're allowed to bring this shit in.
Or like, you know, say like we just said about that other dude. Know what's going on and be like, okay, they're getting their rush. I'm not going to go in there and fucking block an aisle, block the parking lot, leave the door open, and then get this lady
Dude,
to sign it.
literally, like,
You know
dude,
what I mean?
2 cars are, like, blocked in this way, like, and they got to wait for this dude to go in, unload his load, and then, like, then he's stuck. He can't back this big truck out of there.
And to be honest, it's one of the worst fucking parking lots
Terrible.
besides the Get-Go and Squirrel Hill. So, like, anytime any truck's there, or like, it fucking sucks. But lunchtime couldn't be worse in that parking lot. Like, it's like the Wild Wild West. People park wherever
People
they
park.
want.
It's the craziest thing
Dude,
I've
the
ever
one
seen.
day me and him were there before the fucking podcast, this dude like parked inside the front doors almost, man.
He, like, drove
was,
up
like,
the wheelchair
so close
ramp.
to
was
the
like,
fucking
this
doors.
is cool. Yeah, like,
Like, no, dude,
What
I
are you
can't even open
thinking?
the fucking door.
I've seen people park their motorcycles in between 2 cars at the gas pumps. I'm like, this is nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy over there.
Dr. Scholes, what's grinding them gears?
Okay, remember when Like when you were younger and you were, say you just got your car, or you were with your boys in the car, and it was cold out, but you had all the windows down and the heat cracking just because you were fucking doing the Greenfield 500 or whatever, lapping around. All right. And then you realize, after a couple trips to the gas station, like, wow, I'm just wasting a ton of gas by having my heat banging like this, My fucking wife did that. I came home from work today. She has the kitchen window open, the front door open, and a fucking space heater on in a house. I'm like,
that's crazy.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, what's she doing?
Are you mad at me or something?
Right.
You're just trying to, gas ain't cheap. The fucking electric ain't cheap. She got everything running. The fucking furnace is on, space heater, and all the windows and doors are open.
She's just burning money, dog.
Just throwing it out the window, man.
Wouldn't you think, like, yeah, man, it's chilly in here. First thing I'm going to do is shut all the doors.
And then she got shorts and a short sleeve shirt on. Like, babe, throw some sweats on, dude. Like, I don't get it.
Dude, my girlfriend is like the thermostat. She holds it down. Like, it doesn't. And, like, I respect her for that because, like, I could have got carried away with it. And she's like, it's going to be 67 no matter what.
Well, that's a little frosty. I keep it a little hotter than that.
And then when it goes to the summertime, 74, I love her.
She puts it back up to 74 in the summertime?
Yeah, that way, I mean, dude, yeah. What am I going to do? I mean, I'm not going to.
Listen,
I love her, dude.
I used to hate so much when me and Rosa first moved in together. She would touch that thing. I wanted to get like one of those boxes at the fucking restaurants and shit, like you have to key into to touch the thermostat. I'm like, it's going to look a little weird in my hallway, but might be worth it.
Set up a
save me a couple ducats.
There's one person in the house that got to lay the law down because, like, do people just, if you're a guy that likes to fidget with it, and you know what I mean, like, see, they come cold, and then you, like Joanna would get cold and then raise it to it's like real hot, and then, like,
another thing, if you
play
see
with it too much.
If you see the news and it's like, oh, it's going to be fucking 7 degrees tonight, she thinks you're going to turn the heat up. Like, no. It has a thermostat. It keeps it at a constant temperature in here no matter what it is outside. Like, you're not going to turn it to fucking 90 because it's cold outside.
I don't like.
So I got the programmable one now, where at different times of day it changes. Like, at night I make it cooler, during the night, whatever.
Or like if nobody's home.
Yeah, right.
See, dude, Johanna, like last week, it was warm during like the day, and I come home and every window in the house is open. As the night comes,
was Rosa there?
Starting to get a little cold, probably.
She was like, Joanna, Anthony loves it when I open all the windows.
Like, open these windows and turn the heat up, dude.
That's exactly what she did.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's rubbing off on your wife. What about you, Z-Bird?
You got Z-Bird.
So it happened tonight. So I'm driving here. There's a ton of traffic to get on Boulevard the Allies. Being the responsible driver I am, I get into the right lane and I stick to my guns. And apparently no one else follows this fucking rule. And everyone goes in the middle lane and then they cut me off. And, like, that's my reward for being a cautious driver. Is they fucking just jumped in front of me.
You tried to get ahead of the game.
Dude, I was like trying to keep close distance with the guy in front of me, but then he started breaking down emotionally and letting people in. The guy and him started letting people in. I'm like, we got to stop this cycle.
Well, once someone sees you, everybody's taking a piece of your ass.
So I wouldn't give in. But like so there was a little space where like they started speeding up and someone got me. It was a fucking gold GMC Envoy. And I fucking hate you if you're out there. You're stupid fucking kids in honor roll high school.
Dude, it's fucking mayhem, dude. That time of day. I was driving. I would go on the same on-ramp, and, dude, there was a fucking car door, like, sitting there.
Yeah, it was like half
I'm like, dude, I've never seen that before. Like, they just left the door chilling.
Yeah, they're like, we don't
need this red door. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
They put it on Facebook Marketplace. Anyone needs a door sitting on Boulevard Alley, $6.
Yeah.
I seen one of the funniest things today. Someone was selling a toilet out of their house in McKeesport for $65. Now, granted, they pulled the toilet off the thing and cleaned it off, but I'm like, you're like, dude,
it still had water in it.
Still had the turd in it.
You know, you're like times are like you need money that bad. Like you're definitely on crack or heroin.
Well, how bad do you need a toilet if you're buying a used fucking toilet?
Well, like
for $65.
Well, if it's here's the thing though, if it's a cleaned off toilet and it's clean and everything, someone has a rental property.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't.
Someone could hit them up, and be like, hey, I'll give you 30. They can't even believe someone's buying the toilet, but now they're shitting in a bucket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Clear,
dude,
with a hole in it.
Dude, I seen dude. I love watching Facebook Marketplace and people just like go off. But dude, this dude had his truck and it looked like it like fell off the bridge. You know what I mean? And he was still trying to sell for like $6,500 because it had like low mileage. And dude, Patrick Dolan had like the funniest line. I'm like reading the comments. He's like, dude, it's bent. You know what I mean? Like the whole truck is bent. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
I seen one post like it was like a Bobcat, like a skid loader. And this thing was sitting at like a farm for fucking 10 years. There was like plants growing out of it. The fucking tires were flat, like off the rims. It looked like it's been buried. And this lady wrote in it like, does it run? And this fucking guy underneath was like, yeah, like the wind, you fucking moron.
Yeah.
It's like compost right now.
Then the people who are selling it get mad.
Yeah.
You're like, if you don't want, if you're not interested, just keep it moving. Yeah.
But like, I used to post fake stuff on there all the time, like sunglasses that Leonardo DiCaprio wore and shit like that. And they'd be like something I'd find, I'd be like Leonardo DiCaprio's glasses from Wolf of Wall Street, and people were like, "Do you want the certificate?" And then I'd like write up a fake certificate. These are his glasses, dude. People were dying, but so many people got mad. Like, this isn't.
Why are you wasting my time?
This isn't real. Like, who the fuck? You know what I mean? Why would
This page isn't for this.
Yeah, why is some dude from Greenfield got these sunglasses?
And why are people on the Greenfield Friends of Finest page like soliciting workers?
So those are bots. So what I blocked more bots.
About to start a side
a
hustle.
new name comes up all the time.
Yeah, they do it. They're fucking scumbag pieces of shit.
I'm about to put Giuseppe and Son on there, telling them they're looking for fucking workers.
So if you're on here,
might as well.
Don't listen to anything. Here's my other gear grinder. I've seen 7 of these in the past 2 days. All you have to do to receive this blessing is write cash underneath, and we'll put $500 up to $6,000 in your account. And I've seen so many people write cash.
People are sick.
And I'm like, dude, stop it. Stop the insanity. Just stop. Don't. What are we doing here as a society that we really believe if we write cash, we're going to get it. And then the best is.
Why? That doesn't work?
The best is the person who's like, it's real. And then you look, they're the only mutual friends they have. They have 2 friends, and that's each other.
Yeah, that's called a grift.
Or the people like, yeah, dude, if you don't share this, you turn away from Jesus. And I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't need this today.
Don't put this on me.
I don't think, I'll be honest with you, I don't think Jesus is on Facebook. Though.
No.
Right.
He's more of a Twitter guy. And I'm like, dude, when I see the people who are like, if you believe it, like, post, like, listen, stop that. Because if anything, you're turning people away from religion, not into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Rosa.
So, all right, everybody, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We come back, we're at more at Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Me and my wife didn't know what to do. We had a gigantic tree in our backyard that we had to get cut down. I've never done anything like this before. Who was I supposed to call? Luckily, I found Greater Pitt Tree Service, a locally owned and operated company. They came out, got to work, and got it done in a safe manner, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Thank you so much, Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service. And they also do free work for World War II veterans. Please call 412-884-TREE. That's 412-884-TREE. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe and Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe and Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into what would Greenfield do. So this is a question. It was on a text thread. Jack wants to know. This is Jack's asking. He said, how often do you guys wash your pants? And I'm like, my answer is easy. Whenever they get dirty. Like, if
I thought that was the answer.
Once a week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have like.
Depending on,
how many times you rocking them? And what did you do with them? You know,
if they're work pants, I'll be honest. I don't wash my work pants every night because they're gonna be filthy the next day. Once like they get wet, they need wash.
That dry dirt's okay. If it's like a wet day and the bottom of them's got all that mud and shit on there,
you gotta wash them.
Yeah, but after that two times is probably enough for that. But if like my sweatpants, dude, when I come home and put my sweatpants on,
I mean, especially you take a shower after
that's
work.
a week.
And
That's
then
an easy week.
Yeah, and then you put your sweatpants on, and then you go to fucking bed.
Do your little pudding on the crotch, and then you go wash it.
That's it. That's usually what happens. Once you spill food on them or something, like as far as sweatpants go. But like jeans, I mean, I don't know if I go to a bar and they fucking smell like smoke, obviously you gotta wash them. Or if you go to like a hibachi fucking restaurant, you gotta wash everything you're fucking wearing, or you're gonna smell like grease.
All right.
Once they get that shine on them.
I got one. This one's just for Larry. All right, Larry, you're gonna be on this one. Larry, would you rather be the guy sitting next to the guy who's jerking off on the airplane, or would you rather get teabagged by your uncle?
Like, am I direct right next to you?
You're right. Here's it's like me and Rosada right now. You're sitting right, even closer. You're right next. Only thing stopping you is an armrest, or your uncle teabags you.
Am I getting anything on me?
No, okay, so the dude jerking off, he could explode on you, but your uncle teabagging you. Here's the thing. Here's the two differences. The dude jerking off next to you, everyone finds out about it. Your uncle teabagging you, no, you never have to tell anyone about it.
Well, your uncle doesn't want you to tell anyone about it.
And then he's gonna let you out of the basement.
I'm going with the guy on the plane because I'd hope that maybe as long as he's not like fat and rolling over the edges of the seat, that he might not hit me.
You got a 50-50 shot at getting drenched.
For sure, touching my face.
I got you.
Hopefully he's jerking off under a blanket.
I got you. Dude,
you got to deflect it with that little pamphlet that shows you all the fucking safety.
Yeah,
there you
dude.
go.
He's jerking off in that puke bag.
Yeah. Terry's like, Larry's like, there's no way I'm letting my uncle teabag me again. I was setting him up for that. All right, dude. I don't care if you need to answer these or not. I'm just gonna start fucking around for a second.
Oh Christ!
If there was a market out there for your guys' wives to sell farts in jars, would you guys be down with it? I would be.
100%.
Yeah, if she could fart in jars
for money, yeah, fuck yeah. She could pay for the fucking heat then.
Yeah,
Right.
like if my girl was down with it, if she was like, dude, I don't mind farting.
Oh, even if she wasn't down with it,
you make
you
her.
be the one
I'd be
catch-
milking
would you be the
farts
one
out
catch-
of her.
Would I catch her farts?
Yeah, you just
absolutely.
You got to catch him and put that lid on
Yeah,
real quick.
Well, I'm her manager. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm gonna catch her farts.
I'll catch her, dude. I'll do anything for my girlfriend. She wants a fart in a jar. I'll fucking stand there and catch it right away, jar it up, tape it, and then we'll send it to Larry. You know what I mean?
Who says chivalry's dead?
Yeah, dude. I just am so surprised that like this fart market isn't taking
It
off.
exploded.
It exploded. Yeah. I'm surprised we're not hearing more and more about it. And like, I think there's gonna be way more shit to come down the road.
You
But
think there's like a black market for farts too now?
well, I mean,
Knockoffs?
yeah, bootleg farts.
Bootleg farts.
Like, man, you got that Kim Kardashian fart? Like, no, dog, that's more like Rob Kardashian. That motherfucker got Dookie in the jar.
He's probably selling them as much as he got to pay as a girl, man.
Yeah, $40,000 a month. Where the fuck is? I mean, his family's billionaires. So I
yeah,
guess,
I'm sure they lend him the money.
yeah, he's like on a trust. I mean, that ain't a bad gig.
Well, I mean, when his dad died, he had to fucking get filthy rich, dude.
Well, no, Rob, but you're right. To us, it's filthy rich, but to them, that was like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, they're like,
They're
oh,
billion-
poor Rob, he's hurting for money.
Right. It's nothing for him to say, Rob, we're going to give you a job as CEO, or you're going to be the A&R director of farts.
Head fart catcher.
Yeah. You're gonna, Kim, Chloe, and fucking Courtney are coming in.
Sit here and catch my sister's fart.
Would you rather catch your sister's farts or your Ma Dukes' farts?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got to answer. I would. If come on,
I'm
dude.
passing on that. Come on. Jack ain't
That's
here.
gross.
You wouldn't do it, Schultz?
No, I said I'd catch Rose's farts. As far as I'm
Dude, if my mom was splitting with me 50-50, I'd catch her
If
farts.
it was an even split, now you're in.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we went off.
Like,
the rail.
dude, I gotta hurry up and get home. Like, why? Like, dude, I gotta catch Ma Dukes' turd cutters
Ma
again.
Dukes is about to rip one. I got to run down yesterday's and catch a hot bar fart.
You're putting in old beer bottles and
Yeah,
shit.
capping it up, dude. I'm putting in a Pepsi bottle just right, like,
April 4th.
yeah. Let this marinate in the freezer for a month.
Date the fourth.
Yeah. You got to date the
Born
flirt.
on dating, dude. They do it to beer.
You get better with age.
Yeah, like, that's what I was
Like,
wondering.
you got any more of that 2002? That was phenomenal.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving after the Thanksgiving Day feast. Dude, like, yeah. So, yeah, we go off the rails a little bit tonight. But everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to vote for us for Pittsburgh's best podcast. We actually want to win that one this year. Larry's going to throw together something. We're going to have something up for that. Keep calling in those voicemails. We love the voicemails. I don't care if you're drunk, whatever, what time of day it is. It doesn't matter. Call the voicemail line. That's exactly what we made it for. So all your drunk rants, we want to hear them, like the Bill Franchini one or the Kiss.
We got that big old spin the bottle tournament coming up.
We
later.
got and I have a feeling Larry's going to lose bad. He'd be eating hammers. And we got that big comedy show coming up, Comtra Theater, this Friday, April 9th. Grab your tickets. They're online. You can find the link on our Instagram and the link's in the bio, so you can just grab the tickets right from there or ComtraTheater.com. Oh, Saturday. Fuck, I can't believe I said that. Saturday. Also, we got a big comedy show April 13th at 12 Whiskey Barbecue. Tickets still available. That is going to be a super fun event. So is Comtra. Going to be a great event. Both of those. If you want to make, try to make them both, but, try to make one of those for sure because it's going to be great comedy shows. And we try to do one at 12 because we know not everyone can make it out to Cranberry. So that's your opportunity. Everyone, have a great week. And remember, Greenfield loves you. We're out.